Recording in progress.
Good evening, ladies. Welcome to the Monday Pause. This is your time, and I'm really thankful and grateful to share the time with you. This is our day where we come together to rest and just take some time for ourselves. So I want to welcome you. If you're here for the first time with Where She Grows or just with this session, welcome back if you've been here before. Definitely welcome back if you were here last week. I'm so happy to see you again, and I'm really proud of you for taking this time to yourself. So, as a reminder, this is simply a space to slow down, breathe, and return to yourself. So, let's just start to do that as we're sitting wherever you may be. Just want to introduce myself really quickly for those that may not know or anyone that may catch this recording later. My name is Christian, and I'm the creator of Where She Grows, a space centered around mindfulness, self-care, and creating room for women to grow, to slow down, and reconnect with ourselves. Before we begin, I want to share a little bit about tonight's practice. If you were here last week, you may be familiar, may remember that our practice is called Yoga Nidra, which is often described as yogic sleep. It's a guided meditation that allows the body to rest deeply while the mind remains gently aware. So we'll do a shortened version of this practice, but typically this practice can last between 20, 45 minutes, maybe 60. And as our community continues to grow and build our meditation practice, we will eventually advance to longer sessions of Yoga Nidra to really give the body a time to decompress and essentially lose track of time. But for tonight, what that means for you is you don't have to do anything. There's no need to clear your mind, no need to focus perfectly, no need to get it right. You may feel deeply relaxed throughout the practice. You may notice your thoughts. You might even fall asleep. And all of that is completely okay. This is a space and a practice of resting and receiving, not doing. So I invite you to move slowly and keep that internal dialogue positive and non-judgmental towards yourself. Wanted to start with a little self check-in. I see a few ladies in the room. So if you are able and willing, just take a moment to ask yourself, are you feeling anything in your body that you could release or let go of during tonight's practice? Take just a second to think about that. Maybe the first thing that comes in your mind, and maybe you say it, come off mute and say it, or put it into the chat. Anything in your body that you could ease or release during the practice. It could be maybe you're feeling tightness in your chest from stress or worrying. Maybe you have a headache from looking at your computer screen all day. Just ask yourself, be curious. How are you feeling if you haven't asked yourself that today? And share what's showing up for you. Okay. Thank you, Bree. Bree wants to release stress about the future and to live in the present. Thank you for sharing. And now, maybe you set a non-complicated, no pressure intention. So, Bree's moment of self-reflection was that she wants to release stress about the future. So her intention can be to live in the present so she can be present for the next few minutes that we're together. So set something like that for yourself. It could be to feel more relaxed, to take more deep breaths than you have all day. Just keep it simple. And when you have that in mind, let's all take a deep inhale through our nose. Open the mouth to exhale. One more time. Inhale. Open the mouth to exhale. And if it feels safe, you can gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. I'm just going to start by noticing our natural breath without changing it. Just observing. Noticing as the chest and belly rise and expand, and then how they deflate. And hand placement can be really helpful if you want to help connect more with your breath or be more aware. Just placing your hand on your chest or your belly can help you just actually feel the expansion and the deflation. And sometimes that can help us with our thoughts too. If our mind is more so focused on the breathing, then distracting thoughts may not come as much. And if it feels okay, gently begin to deepen your breath, breathing in through the nose and slowly out through the mouth. Let's inhale. Let the shoulders soften as you exhale. Another inhale. And let your jaw unclench as you exhale. And one more inhale. And then exhale. Now go back to the intention that you set, or maybe your intention is to simply be here. Whatever comes up, just trust that. And now we'll spend a few moments taking some intentional deep breaths. You can allow your hands to feel comfortable wherever they may be, whatever feels good for you. And just come to a comfortable seated position, lengthening and straightening the spine. Maybe adjust the bottom, get comfortable on the sits bones. Just beginning to welcome in a simple breathwork practice. So we're going to do this together. You can take a look at the screen and hopefully you can see it. Let me know if it needs to be enlarged or thumbs up if we're all good. So we're going to be doing a breathing exercise together. I'm still waiting for a thumbs up to know that you all can see the screen, okay? So let's begin to feel the surface beneath you, noticing your breath, not changing it just yet. Noticing how your body feels, no judgment, just awareness, and find some stillness. We're going to move into a few rounds of 5-5-5 or box or square breathing technique. You might have heard one or all three of those, but it's a square breathing technique. We have the visualization on the screen that I thought might be helpful. You might have seen, you can also do this with your fingers, make the box outline with your fingers if you're doing this independently. But the practice is where you inhale for a count of 5, hold for a count of 5, and then exhale for a count of 5. So you start down in that lower left corner where it says start here, and you're gonna, with your inhale, count to 5 and visually trace that left line. When you come up to the top, you hold for 5 for that top line. Then you're over at the right upper corner. You're going to exhale for a count of 5. Down at the bottom line, hold for a count of 5. So let's move into a few rounds of that. We're going to take a deep inhale here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue that for just a couple more rounds yourself. And after about 2 rounds, just return to your natural breath. And remember that your breath is something that you carry with you everywhere, which means it's always available to you. You can return to this practice or a simple deep breath anytime that you need it. We're going to begin to move into our yoga nidra practice. So I welcome you to lay down flat on your back. Maybe you have your yoga mat nearby, or your bed, a couch, a towel, whatever you like. You may prefer to sit. That's totally up to you. But as we scan the body and want to sink into a place of deep relaxation where we can almost fall asleep, lying down encourages that more than sitting. But I definitely want you to be aware of what your body needs tonight. So feel free to take that. And just begin to notice the sounds around you. Coming into a comfortable position, encouraging your body and mind to be still. And know that anytime distracting thoughts may come up, that you can return to your breath. And just begin to notice any sounds you may hear. Notice sounds that are super close, maybe within the same room or the same building as you. And then begin to notice sounds that are further away, maybe the furthest sound from you. Just taking a moment to observe and notice. I'm going to welcome in a sound bowl into the practice, and I invite you to just notice the sounds that you hear. Notice for how long you can hear the ringing of the bowl. And if it feels good, you can close the eyes or bring them to a soft gaze if you haven't already. Let's bring our awareness to the top of our head, right at the crown. Noticing any sensations you may feel. Relaxing the space between your brows. Relaxing the eye sockets. Relaxing the mouth, allowing the lips to be soft, the tongue to drop from the roof of your mouth. Maybe you need to unclench your jaw. And we'll start to scan the body. So moving down to the neck and clavicle and the shoulders, and just allowing some ease in the shoulders. And bringing your attention further down the arms, scanning down the arms, coming to the elbows, allowing the arms to feel heavy, pressing down beneath you if that feels good. And then coming down the forearms, and down to the wrists. Noticing the hands, and try to notice the tips of all 10 fingers and allow them to relax. Allowing the hands to feel heavy, and bringing your awareness back up through the arms, coming back to the shoulders, and landing at your chest, the center of your chest, noticing the heart space, feeling open, feeling welcome, and feeling like you're just where you need to be. Noticing the belly and your lower back, and let go of anything that you may be holding in those areas. Notice the rising of the belly, and then as it falls, moving down to the legs, just above the hips, and coming down to the thighs, allowing them to be heavy, feeling the backs of your legs, touching the surface beneath you. Noticing your knees, notice the calves and ankles, and allow them to soften even more. Notice your feet, and all 10 toes. Noticing the heel of your foot pressing against the ground beneath you or the surface beneath you. And just allowing your whole body to feel held, to feel supported and at rest. We're going to rest here for just a moment. I'm going to mute myself so you can rest quietly. And the next sound you hear will be my voice welcoming you back. If your mind begins to wander, that's okay. Gently return to your breath or the feeling of your body resting. Slowly begin to bring your attention back to the present moment. And you can do that by starting to bring some slow and gentle movement to your body. Maybe you inhale to bring your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, round the shoulders and drop them down the back. You can start to wiggle your fingers and toes slowly, just inviting movement back after the stillness. And if your eyes are still closed, you can softly blink them open when you're ready. And if you'd like to get up, you can roll over to one side, moving too slow. There's no rush. So just really take your time as you roll over to one side, and then you can slowly begin to press yourself up. Before we close, I want you to take a moment to notice how you feel without judgment, just awareness. And I will share our closing reflection. And so, just as last week, you can take what you need. From our reflections, I did want to read the quote if that is okay with you all. It is from a book that I'm reading called When Women Long for Rest. And so it's just a short paragraph I want to share. It's written by the author Cindy McMenamin. I'll put it in our email in case you want to check it out online. But I'll just read a little bit. I recently went with my husband and daughter on a family-oriented cruise to the Bahamas and spent a day on a white sand beach. For weeks, I talked of the rest I would receive while on the cruise ship, while sunning in the Bahamas, while laying around the pool deck on the ship. But I found instead that there was so much to do on the ship, so many things to see as we pulled into an exotic port, that the rest never came. In fact, I came home more tired than I was when I left. I was looking for a change of location to bring me to rest. What I really needed was a change of lifestyle. I definitely pulled out my highlighter when I read that because that sounds like me all the time with certain vacations that are supposed to be restful, and indeed they are not. I am planning and executing and all the things. So I wanted to leave that with you all in case that's something that resonates. Taking a look at your lifestyle as it is without feeling the need to make changes all the time. Sometimes you can just find rest right at a home in your bed, on your couch. And then our journal prompt that I'll leave you with is: in what ways am I resisting the changes I know I need to make in order to invite more ease into my life? And then our let's grow together. These are just a couple or three practices that I wanted to share as I'm implementing them and wanted to open them up to share with the community. Practicing patience, I'm practicing presence. And so that can be being present on your mat for a 5-minute meditation, being present in a conversation with someone, prioritizing people over productivity. If someone needs just you, just your presence, take a second and reflect on if that's more important than whatever that task is. Can that task wait just a little bit more so that that person can get what they need from you, whether that's attention or conversation or just comfort? And then pursuing moments of joy, finding those little corny things like getting matching socks for you and a friend, finding cute little things to just make you smile, or even creating a moment of joy for someone else. And so, of course, I will share the reflection. You're welcome to write any of this down if you'd like to sit with it tonight. I do encourage you to sit with it between now and next Monday. Maybe you have some journaling for the next few weeks, and you can reflect on the month of May and what showed up for you after each week's practice. So before you all go, I want to thank you for the extra time and thank you for giving yourself this time, this pause, and for contributing to the Where She Grows community. I'm really proud of you for being here, for choosing this. It really is going to, or my intention is for it to help you create this into your routine. It doesn't have to be daily starting out, but even saying yes to once a week is more and better than nothing at all. I also want to remind you all about the community commitment, which is optional but incentivized. Um, Joining all 4 weeks is not necessary, but you're welcome to. If you'd like to get on social media and share you taking this practice, joining, anything that you can share to say you were here for the Monday pause, and just registering enters you in an opportunity to win a free membership to a meditation app. And I will announce that in June. So keep showing up for yourself. If this felt supportive for you, I invite you to return next Monday. This space will be here for you every Monday this month for you to slow down, breathe, and return to yourself. There's no need for you to re register. You'll continue to receive the link for each week's session. And feel free to share this with any women you know that could use something like this. And I will see you all next Monday. Thank you for being here. You're very welcome. Thank you.